Hello, welcome back to another video. We are here making our Copperdale High, which is inspired by the TV show One Tree Hill. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's kind of like a high school drama type show. But it's pretty good, and I've watched it over the years, and I really liked it. And yeah, I thought it would be cool to kind of do a renovation and a mix of the Copperdale school with the Tree Hill High School. So kind of like I tried to keep the structure of the Copperdale High in general, and then went from there to kind of like tweak it and make it look more like, I'll show you a picture of the Tree Hill High. But it's got like a front section that's got some columns, so I'm working on that here. But I did keep true to the interior, mostly. I did delete some sections and like make some other parts a little bit different, and the back is like way cooler. There's like a pool now and a observatory gardening area, all kinds of stuff. So the school should have a little something for everyone. There's even a gaming space for the nerds, as well as a library. So it's like two separate computer spaces. I thought it was important to kind of have like one for more fun and one for more serious. And the cafeteria I think is really cute too now. So basically the Tree Hill High had brick. So it had like good brick, I think from university or something I used. And then like white paneling. And then a bunch of windows. So you'll see here I try to mess with tool eventually once I decide on my windows to like figure out how to place all of them evenly. So I figured out which windows I wanted eventually, and then we kind of went with that. It was a lot of fun. This took me quite many hours, like a long time, but that's okay because it was worth it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to use it, feel free to tag me in any videos or screenshots you create using this build, because I love to see like what you guys do with it. I'm also thinking of doing a game series in the build because of how much I really like it, and I'd love to like actually play in it because the school actually looks fun. Like I wish my school was anything as cool as this. You know, this kind of like dream school, right? Like everything you could want and then some. So it's it's 3 stories, but the top floor is just a locker room and a workout. So like the top left side there is just, and then the rest of it is like open. So it's kind of got those big windows open into everything, so which I think was a super cool look. And that's how the Tree Hill High one was. So I just kind of stuck with that and made it work, because obviously we didn't have exact window shape sizes because The Sims. But combining these 2 different windows made it work, and using a little bit of tool and messing up trying to use it, but in the end I was like, you know what, it's just easier for me to hand do it. I really got to practice tool more, but like it's a lot of work to understand it all, and I'm just like I'm kind of set in my ways when I build, and I just don't know. I don't know. But anyways, hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you guys are enjoying the high school pack and all that's come along with that. I hope we don't get any new content for a little bit so we can actually enjoy it. Like I said, I want to do some kind of a playthrough in it. So if you have any ideas or, you know, thoughts, let me know in a comment, and we'll see if we can get to it very soon. I also want to do the Auditorium Lot, but that's going to be like 3 or 4 different builds, right? Because you can have 4 different things there. You can have graduation, you can have a career day, you can have a prom, and you can have just the auditorium, kind of empty auditorium that they have. So I want to remodel all of those and make them a little bit better, because I feel like I could. And I want it to kind of match the style of the school itself. So I'll probably go do that later this month. Oh, speaking of things this month, we have a t-shirt that everyone should go look at. It is it's based on my stream stuff, so it's piratey. It has tentacles and a pirate ship. So if you're at all interested in any of those things, I will leave a link to it in the description below, and probably show you once I go back and edit this here on the video. But it's a really cool t-shirt. It's a limited time drop, so you have until basically September 1st. My birthday is August 31st, so we're gonna go through my birthday to September 1st, and then it will be not available ever again. So if you want the shirt and you want to support me, that's a really great way to do so, and I would love to see all your pretty pictures wearing my shirt. If you want to, you know. If it sounds like a good idea to you, then go do it. But anyways, this build, I did try to keep a lot of the elements from that were already there and kind of reuse them and repurpose them in ways that, you know, like the Tree Hill School doesn't look like this fully. I mainly did the inspiration based off of the outside and then the color scheme. It's yellow and blue. Unfortunately, the lockers couldn't be kind of the darker blue that they're supposed to be, but they can be teal. So we did a lot of teal and yellow in this build inside, and a little bit of blue, but mainly teal because Sims has a lot of different shades of teal that work, especially with this pack. So you'll see, like, I change everything about the top floor. I was like getting rid of everything, but I kept stuff where they were. I got rid of the basement. I don't like there being a computer lab and a chess lab and like showers in the basement. I don't know about that. So I started moving everything up into a different space and fit it all within the 2.5. I say it's a 2.5 story school because it's not a full third floor, but it still goes to a third floor in partial. And then figuring out how to roof this thing was kind of a pain. I was using platforms and like dealing with all the new stuff. But we do, it does come together. It's just not perfect. I tried really hard. No, I actually really like this build. This build makes me happy. Like, it was hard to kind of recreate it, but it was also nice to have a little bit of creative freedom to just kind of explore all the items in the pack and whatnot. I really want to do my base game and high school year pack build too, like a house. Every time a new pack comes out, I usually will do a base game plus that pack build, just so I can fully explore everything a bit more and kind of like use it in a residential setting, and then I kind of know how good they are for building. It was nice to use all the stuff here in the school stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I wanted to use that was like more personal, or, you know, like different things that I feel like I wasn't going to put in the school that I just want to be able to use. So eventually, later this month, everything this month, we are going to do that build too. So I am getting videos out every Tuesday, bonus videos here and there when I can. Right now I'm okay with getting the one video out a week. Once I get a little bit better on that schedule, I'm going to try to add 2 a week. But I'm not going to like do that to myself quite yet. I have still like a lot to do with. I'm trying to get a new job because I got laid off and all this stuff. So like, yeah, I'm basically, my job is find a new job and stream and make content. So that's what I'm doing right now. But if you know anyone that's looking for a social media person or community manager, hello. I have 4+ years of experience doing all of that and would love to work more. People are like, places are hiring, but they're not. And then I got a second interview at a place I was really excited and thought would be a good fit. And then they canceled the second interview an hour before, saying the position is now on hold. And I was like, oh, like, why? I wanted it. Or at least I wanted the opportunity to practice more in interviews and stuff, you know? I don't know. Is what it is, you know. I think up here I work randomly on the top bathroom because I wanted to move the bathroom from downstairs and the showers and stuff. So I made like kind of a couple walk-in showers, and I got a couple stalls and sinks and stuff. It's not the best layout for a bathroom, but I couldn't figure out any better way to do it without making it even more weird. So we got 1 bigger shower, 1 smaller shower, and then 3 sinks and 2 toilets up there. And that's gonna be next to a gym. So it should be pretty useful if you're up there working out, getting fit. That's a really nice gym. You get to overlook the rest of the school from the 3rd floor, you know? I don't know. One thing that bothered me, these shelves, I feel like they should be slotted, right? Like, why do you give us towels and then the shelf with the exact same towels, but you can't slot them into the shelf? So I was trying to use Tool to get it to look like it was on the shelf, because doing it any other way was being weird. But I made it work in the end, so there you go. The little things with The Sims, like, why don't they add a swatch for something silly like that? I don't know. They just didn't. Well, whatever. I think I went all over the place in this build. I think because I was trying to keep a lot of stuff and not get rid of things, so I was like moving around and grabbing things and like trying to see what would match, and without demolishing the whole lot, you know? Like I kept a lot of the things that were there. A lot of lanterns, so it's really pretty at night too. I think I did decently with the nighttime lighting, and I am quite thrilled with how that turned out too. Because I was like, it has to look good. It has to look well lit at night, you know? Like, you don't want it to be like creepy and dark at night. Especially, it's like a huge lot, right? I haven't built a 64 by 64 lot in a long time. Well, Haven Springs I worked on last year. That was the biggest lot, but I never finished it. I only did all the exterior. I need to go back to it. It's on my list, don't worry. So if you're a fan of Life is Strange and the Haven Springs build, oh my god, that was a loud alert on my Chrome YouTube. Thank you for that notification. All right, that's fine. Anyways, more decorating, more pretty stuff. So if you watch Tree Hill, who's your favorite character? One Tree Hill is a great show. It was around in the early 2000s, and it ended, I don't know, it was like 8 seasons. I think it was like 2004 to like 2011 or something. I don't know. Something like that. I didn't watch it when I was younger, but I watched it in college. So like I started watching it in college, which is interesting, right? Because like I'm like, this is high school stuff. And honestly, a lot of it is like high school drama that I never had. So it was more just like interesting to see because it was so dramatic, a lot of the stuff. But there was a lot of good like messages and information and like knowledge shared in the show, and the people on it were really cool, like actors and stuff. And they're doing a rewatch right now where they're rewatching every episode once a week and doing a podcast talking about it with the 3 girls that are the main characters and stuff. And so like that's been super cool to do. I've been rewatching it again. I watched it like 4 times all the way through probably, but watching it again one episode at a time slowly is a little different. But it's really nice to hear their side of things and how everything went down in that show, because there's a lot of crap apparently they had to deal with as females in TV in the early 2000s. So it's kind of like eye-opening a little bit, but it's cool to see that the people that were on the show are still like really good friends to this day, and they're doing some good stuff. Like Sophia Bush is like doing philanthropy and like government stuff, you know, like raising I don't know, rights activist person. I don't know exactly what she's doing. And then the other 2 are doing a couple different things, and they're all like, I don't know, they've all grown up, and I'm like, oh my god, you're so young, but now they're like 40. Because of course they were in their 20s when they were in high school in the show. So I don't know, it was just kind of fun to watch that and hear their side of life in the show and stuff. So like in the school, I rearranged the floor plan. I didn't fully like redo it, right? I keep saying that. Like I tried to fit lockers in everywhere that I thought made sense. So you have plenty of locker spaces for all your people to work with. And otherwise the hallways are pretty bare. But that's because obviously it's a school. Usually there's not much in the hallways because, you know, people are just going to steal stuff. So in the school, in the rooms and stuff, it's a little more decorated. But I did try to keep it still a little bit bare, but a little bit better than the main school that comes with the pack. Because the one that came with the pack was like, it was so empty. Like it had no style. And I was just like, all right, we gotta fix this up. And here we are deciding on the perfect shade of yellow. There it is. I think that's the right. Because I'm trying to match the pictures from the hallway of One Tree Hill. But the problem was the lockers couldn't be dark blue. And I got so sad. But then I just ended up doing teal. Because I was like, I really want it to be exactly like a navy blue locker. But it can't be. And it made me annoyed. But it's okay. It still looks really good. Just may not be exactly what we... Not an exact recreation of Tree Hill High, okay? It is just inspired by, and it's a renovation of the original high school. So we're bringing it together, move the two rooms a little bit closer. I wanted more room in the back for like patio and a garden and a pool. So I made sure to like kind of shift the rooms to the front and a little bit closer. So then it wasn't like taking up all of the backyard space. And the hallways weren't quite as long. They're kind of long still. But, I mean, it's a big school. What do you expect? It's not as bad as they were. I just kind of copy and pasted each room and then kind of redid them all. And decorations are important. I don't know why the high school in the pack was so boring looking. Like, I get it. You want us to, like, remodel it as we like. But, like, the school could have been better. It could have looked a lot better. But it's an EA build, and usually they're... I don't think they got a game changer to build this, so that's a whole another thing. They got game changers to do the other builds, I think, but not the school. Probably because they didn't want someone to get like favoritism or whatever, or problems. I don't know. But yeah, I think I go, yellow and blue pretty much is the theme, but more on the lighter blue just because they didn't have as much navy blue in the new pack. It was more the teal, so I kind of went with that overall. Even if, you know, it's not exactly the right shade, but that's okay. It still looks good. Whatever. This bathroom was weird, but I had to put a bathroom downstairs somewhere. It's kind of in a weird spot. It's right next to the classroom and then the place you eat, cafeteria. Which actually doesn't not make sense, I guess. I don't know. Doing lockers everywhere that I thought made sense. Oh, I think I moved that one wall forward, though, later. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing all the things. This took me so long. I made, like, in the backyard, the, my dream swimming area. Because in my high school growing up, my school didn't have a swimming pool, but they had a swimming team. We had to drive 5 minutes to the junior high school and swim in their pool for my high school swimming lessons. And that sucked. Not lessons, but like practice. That was annoying because like, how does a junior high have a freaking pool and I don't? I was a swimmer, like, growing up. Like, I did soccer earlier, and then I did both. Like, soccer in the fall, swimming in the summer. And then once I got to high school, I had to choose between one or the other because they were in the same time of year, I think. They were in spring. Not spring, sorry. They were in fall. I'm pretty sure it was in fall. Was it? Probably. Yeah. I think so. No? Was it in spring? I don't remember when swimming was. Whatever. It was in the same season as soccer. And so I had to choose one or the other, and I like swimming more. So I ended up being a swimmer for more professionally. Not professionally, but like competitively, I guess, for a few years. I mean, I did it for many years before that, but I took it more seriously, I think, once I got to high school because it was like competitive and stuff. But, yeah, that was fun. And so this little pool area in the back here is just, like, what I wish we had at our pool. At our school. Not pool. I wish we had a pool at our school. Yes. It just sucked because, like, every other team had their area. And then our team was like, you got to go somewhere else. I'm like, how am I supposed to... Like, what if you don't drive? How are you supposed to get to lessons? I have to get a ride or something. I don't know. It wasn't too far away, but it's just... the principle of it, like a high school not having a pool but having a team, like it seems so weird to me. But we are one of the best teams in this northern state, so we still were good. It just, we weren't able to be as convenient, you know, location-wise. But that's okay. Still had a lot of fun. Went to a lot of swim meets. I think swimming was in the spring, maybe. I don't know. See, now I'm like doubting my whole life. I don't remember. It was a blur. I just remember swimming a lot. Especially the last year. I feel like I swam twice a day, 5 days a week, for 2 hours or more. That was my life. Wasn't the best for me, but it was physically, but yeah, mentally I was drained about everything. I don't know, I kind of miss swimming a little bit, but now I can't do it because my hair, unless I want to change hair colors, which I'm about to do. So maybe I might go swimming this week, but we'll see. That's the only time I can, because I'm too afraid to like ruin my hair in chlorine, because the chlorine will just pull out any color. Pretty much if you swim consistently, your hair will get lighter because of the chlorine and the sun, a mix of both. So I used to have like natural blonde highlights in my medium brown hair because of the sun and the chlorine. So I think that's kind of cool. Oh, I made like a little cafeteria area where like you walk up, and I tried to make it look more like a cafe, and a couple vending machines and stuff and fridges, and just like kind of blocked it off too, so it's not like people aren't just gonna walk up there as much, because I think in the original build it was just like the one counter and a trash can. I'm like, that's not enough, we need more. So I make this work and make it look kind of like a built-in little space, and getting the lighting to look good. I put a little couch in the corner there just to have like one loungy type spot. A lot of the benches along the walls I had, so like if you needed to sit wherever you were or wanted to hang out in a space that isn't where there's a ton of people, there was a lot of those blue, the darker blue. See, that's the blue I wish I had more of. The navy blue that those benches are and that the pillars are. Like, I tried, but they just didn't have enough stuff in that shade, so I had to use the teal more than I would have liked. But yeah, so I made a little art studio upstairs on the first landing, and the chess area, which is to the right of it, left of it, I don't know what direction you're looking at, the other side. And then there's a bathroom with, I think, 2 stalls. There should be 3 bathrooms in this place. Lots of room to spread out. I don't know how many people you have on the lot anyway. I don't think you're gonna fill it up, but maybe with some mods you can make it seem more lively. It'll be fun. I don't know. I'm gonna do a playthrough in this. I really need to. Like, I'm really excited to. Oh, and then I found those streamers, and I was like, oh, I can put these streamers up all over the place that were blue and white and yellow. So you saw I probably did that. Oh, and then here I was like, okay, I wanted to do a gaming space, but I didn't know where. So this is weird. But like, this is just a hallway in between the art area and the music area. I turned it into like a hallway gaming space. But it's closed off, so it can be like quiet, right? Like, you can be loud and it won't be obnoxious to everyone around. So I made it into like it's a hallway. You can walk right behind everyone and walk through the space, but it's a closed off space with big doors, some decorations, and I want something in the background. I didn't like it being open. Originally, my plan was to leave it open, but then I remember I was like, you know what? Gamers are loud. Streamers are loud. They're not going to want to be heard, by the rest of the school. So I filled up the walls and then just did a big glass door. So then you can kind of just walk all the way through it to get to the music area, or take the stairs from the bottom side. And then here's the music area, which I decided to do a little bit of a fun little stage. It was kind of a pain with the stairs, but I made them work in the end. I think they look like they fit. Put a little DJ mixer table, a few seatings, not a lot, but enough for like 5 or 6 people to hang out and watch a small show or attend a class. A bunch of violins, some guitars, some extra speakers. I put some really cool lighting in here. You'll see it'll change soon. And like, I was so happy with that. And I play tested it originally. Yeah, look at that. Look at that lighting. Oh my god. I think it's a Get Famous light, but it just does like a really cool glow. And oh my god, the red and the blue, it just, I don't know, neat. Neat for the area. Oh no, I have to sneeze. Don't do it. I don't have time for this. Excuse me. Sorry. I couldn't mute quick enough. Anyways, it's coming together. We're getting very close. Very close to the end. All the final details. I think I did the pool and then I went back inside because I was just like, I was so excited to do the pool. And then I still have to finish the backside. You haven't seen me do the rest of the backside, right? But I think this place is really pretty too in the fall. The trees are changing colors and stuff. So, I don't know. I think that looks awesome. Oh yeah, here's the back. When I was like, okay, how do I make this make sense? A lot of fences. I feel like the school had not enough, like, structure, like, around it. Like, I feel like it was just pretty empty. And there's just not much to it. So we added more stuff. And I kept that fountain. And I raised it. And I added a couple detailings and things to make it look just better. You see, I was struggling with the tiles in this area. It was being kind of weird. But you know what? We made it work. I cleaned it up. I kept the brick idea. I do like the brick. Since there was brick on the building itself, I think it does work. And then here's our little garden area, super cute with, you know, some patches. And then I decided to add a little bit more landscaping and like just kind of use a little bit of every pack in this. A lot of spa day always comes through. I used a lot of the new pack, obviously. I'll get together. Had a lot of club kind of activity decorations, so that was really good. And what else did I do? Get Famous? There's a bit of Get Famous, I think. Not a lot. I don't know. Check it out. It's probably got too much. You can find it on the gallery, though. It is there. Feel free to download it. Let me know what you think. Hope you like this build and are enjoying these little videos where I just ramble and talk. These are unedited. Like you can tell I sneezed and probably rambled on about nothing and got distracted by another thread of thought this whole time, and I don't even know where I ended up, but we're here and we're nearing the end. We got a couple more minutes left and then screenshots, so don't you worry. I add a lot more greenery, a lot more trees, just like there's just not enough stuff, especially in the back, but I didn't want to do like all greenery, so I still limited myself a little bit and left some spaces emptier, not as empty as they left it, but better than it was. And you'll see I changed the lighting a lot because like I don't like the lighting in this world that much. The more I built in it, the more like annoyed I was. Oh, I guess we're at the end and where the screenshots are happening. Oh, look at that. Oh, who's that? Me in high school. You can check out all the screenshots now. We'll see the interior and more details so you can kind of see what we did. I love that little space I made in the cafeteria for the vending machines. I think that was a fun idea. Principal's room is here. More lockers, lots of speakers, lots of everything. This is a really nice room for staff. Staff will, you know, chill. And then these are one of the classrooms. I kind of thought of that one as like a history or geography room with the decorations I had on it. A bathroom downstairs, the cafeteria downstairs, even recycling bins and stuff. So I think that's handy if you have eco lifestyle. We got our hallway that leads to, on the left side, to the computer lab where you do like your work and stuff. The gaming lab is for, you know, the people who actually game and stream and do all that stuff. And this room was a science room. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna line up with like what the teachers teach, but like I just want to have two rooms that were a little bit decorated differently. Oh, this is a chess space I told you about. And then the art space. We're going through them quick because there's a lot. Feel free to pause on any of them if you want to look at them in more detail. And then the hallway leading up to the gaming walkthrough area. Oh, the bathroom was right behind the art area, sorry. And then you go through the room that has all the fancy equipment. I want to be in that room. Like, I would be in that club. The music area is pretty nice too. I think it's pretty chill. I really like it. I think you can do a lot of good practice in there. And then the gym is up top in the 2.5 floor overlooking the rest of the school. Like I said, we got a half of a basketball court, some more lockers outside, and just a few more close-ups of the back. I love the pool. I wish we had regular diving boards, even though those are kind of similar blocks to the swimming blocks, but they're too high for like the ones that you would use when you compete. They're like half that height or like a third of that height. But I wish we had a regular diving board at least, but we don't, which is weird, right? Why do we have a regular diving board? Oh yeah, you can see the detailing. I found like a debug item from, I think it was from this pack, the wooden texture thing, and then the garden area. And this should be about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to share more with you. Look forward to next Tuesday, and download in the gallery.